Today we're going to talk about the top 10 quiet luxury handbags and bags that are considered the best at the moment, as of now, 2023, and as per the selection made by howwhatwear.co.uk. We'll go. Let's check out these quiet luxury bags. Are they quiet luxury? That's not, we don't know. Let's see. We'll be the judge of that. But first, subscribe to my channel here on the tubes. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Get access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Dakeable spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream every Saturday. So come join the fun. And let's see. I have my live co-chatteurs here already commenting. Melissa says Longchamp. Winnie says Capucine. Coach, says Johnny. The Row. Definitely the Row. Blue Bannister. Goya, says Melissa. Steve Madden. Okay. People are guessing. People are going berserk. Let me move to the side. And let me start queuing in all of the versions. The versions of the bags. Okay, so here's the first one. So the first one should be from Savette Symmetry or Savette Symmetry bag. Savette is the brand, and then we have the Symmetry bag. So this one is giving me, I want to say, a little bit Constance, right? Up, like the top there. The buckle is its own thing. I don't know if it's giving me luxury though. I mean, Neon Onion says, oh, I love Savette designs, family owned too. So is it giving us luxury? SG says, I've never seen it or heard of it. There you go, SG. That's quiet luxury. Silent luxury. You've never heard of it. Then that's a good sign, right? It's giving Zara, says Madame Pomme Rosé. Julie says it's pretty. Tina says quiet luxury. Vel says not in my opinion. Deeply Airing says Ramesh Moina. What do you mean by that? Debbie says I'd have to feel it. Emotion Engine says this looks like an exact copy of an Hermes bag from the 70s. It does have a 70s vibe to it. Shelby says yes. Louis says she doesn't even go there. Zane says touched the Row bag today. Nothing to write home about. Interesting. Johnny says basic. Blue Bannister says it looks like something Celine would do. Tina says I have to feel it too. Melissa says Coach. Okay, well, just from looks alone, because we obviously cannot feel it. From looks alone, I would say it looks a little bit too flimsy. The construction of it, it's a bit wavy, too wavy for it to give me. And also here, this little crevice here is tighter than it is on this end. It's a little bit lopsided. You know, here there's more space than here. And that's sending me away. I know. That's just me. Some people don't even notice that, but for me it's like, yeah. It's okay, nothing to write home about, says D. All right, well, let's see the next one. The next one is, hi, yours truly, wearing a Kelly, I think 28, Retourne, and this one is from my dear friend, Madame Ross. Shout out to you, my dear. This is not my Kelly, it is my friend's Kelly, and when I was visiting, I was allowed to hold the Kelly for a photo shoot. Is the Kelly bag quiet luxury? Debbie says nothing quiet there. This is nothing. This thing is not quiet at all, says Louis. Zane says we love a Kelly. Neon Onion says I agree, not quiet. I love a Kelly too. What can I say? But Ellie B, that's exactly, yeah, that's my point too. Ellie says it used to be quiet luxury, but it's not anymore. Now it's very recognizable. Kev says, looking good on you, Jacob. Thank you so much. Thank you. Carissa says, the bag looks quiet, but the price is screaming. Madame says, paired with that quiet sweater that you wear, and it can be. Yeah, I know. You can throw shade at my sweater. We're not judging the sweater here. Sweater weather. It was sweater weather, and I wore a sweater. You know, I love my Castel Bajac. This is Castel Bajac for Benetton. And I have a Vivienne Westwood scarf on. So I wanted to be colorful. As you can see, there's snow on that road. I wanted to stay warm and be colorful in a gray night. So try to not see the colorful color blocking and just focus on the Kelly. Focus on the Kelly. Ollie says, it's quiet in the burbs. Oh, Miss Jelly says, love the sweater. Thank you. Gosh Get a Life says, oh, Benetton. Melissa says, small brand, beautiful leather, handmade in Italy. I love the photo, says Neon Onion. Thank you so much, you guys. Well, anyway, for me, I adore the Kelly. Quality great. Quiet luxury. Difficult. It's become so popular and recognizable. It's a bit difficult. Especially because nobody thinks that a Kelly is affordable. Everybody knows a Kelly is very expensive. Very expensive. So once you know that, it's not quiet anymore. But it's still beautiful. When he says it's quiet when we hang a bunch of scarves and sandals on it. Ah, the shade that Winnie is divulging like a tornado, an erupting volcano, like a bee on a tree, stung by a bee, with a knee, Winnie B, LV. Amber Heard, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, let's go to the next one. Here we got Celine Triomphe bag with their Triomphe logo in canvas and leather. So yes, they do have a little canvas moment, a little Louis moment going on. And then it's all of the edges are in leather. I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to say, yeah, this is quiet luxury to me. I know nobody's going to agree. But it's giving that bougie resting bee face. This is the type of bag that the resting bee face type of person would wear. Man or woman, it don't matter. You know what I mean? The resting bee face would wear this type of bag. You know, that like, I don't, you know, like whatever, like life is like, yeah, I'm too annoyed by the existence that I'm not even going to show any emotion if I eat today at all because I am skinny and rich, you know? So this is kind of a thing. Corey Kai says, I'm seeing it a lot. Gosh Get a Life says, meh. Lubana says, people are going to look at the monogram and know it's luxury. Yeah, but it's lacking a logo. I don't know. The Triomphe is all over YouTube. It's got its quiet pulled away, says D. Higginbotham. Gloria says, I'm gonna say yes. This is a bag at a ladies that lunch set. Like a luncheon bag for ladies. Yeah, Chris Do laughing. Too preppy, says Ollie. Madame says, more like equestrian schoolgirl at Starbucks. Emotion Engine, I love the Triomphe bags. All of the Celine bags are really nice in my opinion. Tina says, not silent, not now. A student vibe in California. Nyan Onion says, it's giving me I'm classier than your Louis Vuitton monogram. The snobbery of it all. Louis says, I love the bag, but it's not quiet. Laura says, very prep, Ollie. When he says, this bag is Ozempic face, LMAO. Zane says, I want to be skinny and rich. Nancy says the buckle is a logo. Kev says, it's funny because when it first came out, everyone hated it. Johnny says, me too, Zane. Everybody wants to be skinny and rich. 990 says, Winnie is killing me. Blue Bandit says, the Triomphe is a logo. I see students, well, it's not a logo. It's a... yeah, it is a logo. But it's also... No, yeah, you're right. It's a logo. But it doesn't spell out the word. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like... Because quite frankly, when you look at the Triomphe pattern, it looks like a puzzle. It looks like puzzle pieces put together. It looks like a kid put the puzzle pieces together and then photographed it and printed it. But only here do you see that actually the puzzle pieces are the CC. Another CC. Chanel doing CC. Cartier doing CC. Celine doing CC. Do you CC what I mean? But yeah, it's akin to the Chanel CC, says Blue Bannisters. Yeah, when he says she belongs in a Mercedes in the back seat. Oh! All right, well then, I stand corrected. Nobody sees this as quiet luxury. Okay, my bad. I lose this one. Next one on the list is the Row 90s bag. Row, row, row your boat. Row your baguette. Row, row, row your clutch. Gently down the stream. Quietly, 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 quietly. Life is, with this bag, not so much a dream. Let's reinvent the good old classics. Okay. Quiet but ugly, says Neon Onions. Shelby says yes. Gosh Get Alive says love. Blue Bannister says, God, how simple. Zane says, is true quiet luxury something vintage rather than new? Maybe. Not so. No, not necessarily. Winnie. Yeah. Quiet as a church mouse. She hush. And she says, quiet luxury. Yes, I think. Frozen luxury. Extremely ASMR luxury. Vel says, that is hideous. Emotion Engine says, it's so quiet. She's not saying anything. It's NDA luxury. Ha! It's gag order luxury. Oh my God. NDA luxury. Can I just say this was genius? I want an NDA like we need to make an NDA luxury collection. Because that is freaking genius. Genius. Natalie says, quiet and boring. Miss Jelly says, I'm old, I need a crossbody. Michael says, in the Gwyneth Paltrow court lookbook, yes, from the Gwyneth Paltrow case, the ski accident lookbook, this is look number 4. Trademark it now, says Kev. And Gosh Get a Life, NDA luxury, where do I sign? Yeah, you have to sign an NDA to be able to purchase. Oh my God, the brilliance. Like, yes, you have to pay for it, but you also have to sign an NDA. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You did it yourself. Yeah. Yeah. So in order to be able to purchase this, you have to sign an NDA agreement, a non-disclosure agreement about where you bought it, and you're also never allowed to use it. Okay? Because it's an NDA luxury piece. You're only allowed to have it at home. In the privacy of your own home. Live it for the moment. But I'm really not liking the strap with the glazing on the side. Hail to the no. Yes, deeply erring. NDA and no social media posts. Gloria's like, people would. People would. And they would all get sued because they wouldn't be able to resist and they would post the bag. Ha! Julie says, yawn. Sorry, I almost fell asleep looking at the bag. Kev says, must return if an unboxing is found on social media. Exactly. And they sue you for whatever you're worth. When he says, the road journey NDA signed, someone sneaks it into your house. Exactly when you least expect it. Zane says, I expect this merch this year. NDA luxury. All right, the row your boat out of here. You're already on a river. Come on, row that boat. All right, we got totem or totem. Totem T-Lock bag. Now that T-Lock do be looking like a mushroom or something else. I like the color. It's cute. Yeah, this could be quiet luxury. Why not? I say yes. Guys, I say yes. I say yes. Nettie says, imagine the drama of all the NDA breaches. You can't buy such exposure. Would be amazing, Nettie. Would be amazing. And in order to buy the NDA bag, they charge you double for it. Basically, so let's say it's $2,000, but you got to pay $4,000. The brand keeps $2,000, and the other $2,000 are kept in like kind of escrow, or like they're like in limbo, and like you don't have it, the brand doesn't have it, but it's kept there in case you breach the NDA for at least 10 years. And if you don't breach the NDA, after 10 years, you get your $2,000 back. Otherwise, you lose it. Ooh, now that's a system. That's a system. So Johnny says yes. Kev says could be Tom Ford or Todd's. Teabag maybe. LOL, she cute. Yes, yes, yes. This is cute. Andrea says Loewe. I like it, says Nettie. Yes, I like the slouch. Guy says I can see the Pacific Palisade set wearing this. Simple, quiet, needs a crossbody strap. Yes, 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 yes. Meg Ryan. Luxury, yes. Okay. Oh, everybody's saying yes. Everything looks like it came out of Zara Photoshop, says Louis. I mean, everyone's so creative. Almost no champ look-alike, says Madame. Caleb says, I like it. Steph says, you signed the NDA and a non-compete clause. You can't wear another bag brand for 2 years or you lose your privileges and all your money because they're going to sue. Kev says, 2,000 with interest might be an interesting business model, right? Gosh, get a life. Brilliant idea. 2,000 with interest after 10 years? Cha. Who is it, says Tina? Who is it? Totem. The T-Lock bag. I agree about the straps, says Julie. When he says, I love the everyone is so creative lately. I love her too. I don't know. It's the dinky closure for me that doesn't do it. The mushroom closure, but whatever. Okay, most people say yes. So fine. Let's say this is quiet luxury. Okay, moving on to the next one. The Prada Re-Edition 1995 bag. It's a clear no for me. Sorry. No. Yeah, Vel says no. Miss Jelly says no. Deep Clearing says no. Girl, says Louis, no. Debbie says no to Prada. Zane says he needs some girth. He has the girth. Don't worry. Anyway, I'm not a fan, says SG. Nope. A Primark moment, says Madame. Nope, says Gloria. Moshe says this is a bag for polka players. Polka players. It's a bag for polka players. No, I see them all over. Gosh, get a hard pass. No, says Julie. Anna says, oh dear, who is he? He's a polka player. All right, moving on to the next one. Everybody says categorically no to Prade. Prade. Oh, nay, nay, nay to Prade. Now we got the next one. Kite. Kite, the Olivia bag. In this case, in suede. Serving a little Bottega Veneta vibes, or as a lot of you like to say, Bodega Winida. Yeah, I don't think so. But anyway, so Eek says, gosh, get alive. Okay, Bottega, VLT, right? Corey K says, no. Miss J said, no, tired of these designs. Gloria says, oh my gosh, I can't even look at it. Dev says, not luxury looking. Tina's like, 80s, 90s. Neon Onion says, quiet but unoriginal. Vel says, it's giving Kmart. Julie says, I like the color. Royal blue. It's a dupe for Bodega, asks SG. Kind of looks like it a little bit. Shelby says, I'm afraid not my personal choice. Stuff gets messy. Dihikabath says, looks a little too Bodega. Madame says, neck pillow for airplanes. Johnny says, looks cheap. Nettie says, meh. Gloria Rathinos, in Vel's words, she's giving nothing. Well, all right. I guess that's a no from us. I'm so sorry, Kai. Love you. Love you, sweetie. Sorry. Maybe next time, okay? Next one is the Bottega Veneta Arco bag. Okay, when he says, oh my God, I would do naughty and bad stuff for this bag. Wake up, hubby. Acha. Speaking of the devil, says Emotion. Avilti says, actually, Bottega. Yeah, it looks like a fake, doesn't it? Gorgeous bag, says Whisper. Zane says, no thanks. Gloria says, yes. Caleb says, tasty design. Oh, so quiet, says Louis. Johnny says, yes for me. Like it a lot. Neon says, yep. It's a no for me, says Bubbles. Oh, okay, Bubbles. Thank you for letting us know. Miss Jelly says no. Vel says yes for me. Julie says, I think quiet luxury can be maybe be a little less quiet. This is like DOA. Come on, it screams Bottega, says D. Debbie says, seen it too much. Deep Layering says, okay, sure. Anderson says, I would say so. Madame says, there were 1,000 of these a few years ago from Zara. Yeah. Tina says, si. Michelin says no. Caleb says, I'm a little over Bottega Veneta. I said what I said, safe space. Yes, for me, says Natalie. Get one on Amazon, says Debbie. Ollie says, sorry, I fell asleep. Shelby says, loves that. Nancy says, it's an IYKYK for show. Julie says, it's okay. This is a polka player bag. Emotion Engine. A polka player. Kev said, just not feeling it right now. Well, listen. I guess kind of this is more a yes than a no, judging from the comments. I also want to say yes, just because it's giving nothing to me either. So nothing is something when it comes to quiet luxury because it's expensive, right? Yeah, I don't know. I guess it is quiet luxury. Madame says, and Mango, last year collection, methinks, but smaller. Well, let's move on to the next one. Métier Perrion bag. Métier or Matière, I think it's Métier. Perrion bag. It's giving a little bit of Antigona. It's giving, people call it Antigona. No. Antigone, technically, but anyway, Antigona, it's also giving a little bit of Versace from several years ago. The Intrecciato handles are giving me a little bit of Bottega Veneta. A bit of Givenchy. Corey K says yes. Blue Bannister says that's a grandma bag. Miss Jelly, Givenchy called. Debbie said, it's going on there. Total grandma, Givenchy, it's a bag. Thought it was Givenchy, old maiden type of bag. Givenchy by Marc Jacobs. Couch does Givenchy, period drama doctor's bag. So frumpy I can't. Reminds me of the Antigona. I like Antigona. Not bad. It's for people who live fast. Not a fan. Again, freebie men accessories with handle. Glue. Yeah, it's kind of like a bag with purchase. Yeah, it's not giving me too busy. It's not giving me luxe, quiet luxury vibes. Yeah. And Andy says, careful here. Some of us are grandmas. No age shaming in the house. Whisper 180 says, so casual. Louis says, outlet quiet luxury. It's giving Michael Kors outlet. Trying to pass for a sophisticated bag. And Emotion Engine says it's 2005. Well, quiet luxury can also be 2005, but 2005 was not very quiet luxury. Ooh, cha! Quiet luxury can do 2005, but 2005 cannot do quiet luxury. Now, Y2K, Y2KIYKYK. Y2KIYKYK? Yay, yay, yay. Yeah, MK outlet, baby. You best believe. Next one. All right. Is it a Hermes? Is it a herpes? Or is it YSL? Everyone's so creative. This is YSL delivering a herpes version. I mean, Hermes, sorry, pardon me, pardon my French. Saint Laurent Manhattan bag. Tja. Vel says no. The bag understands the assignment. Quiet. Saint Laurent says Neon Onion. Diag bought them too, Kelly. Shelby says, it's a bag for my cell phone. That's it. Blue Banista says, wow. Is it a wallet, says Debs? No, it is the Manhattan bag. It's like a clutch. VLTN says, it's kind of cute if it wasn't a Kelly clone. Johnny says, Natalie says, no. How big is it, says Nettie. Size queen. I think it's a longer clutch. I think they have it in several sizes, but I think it's like this long. Could be wrong. Could be even longer. What a dupe, says Blue Banisters. SG says, it's quiet, maybe, but I don't know how I feel about it. I think I like it, but it's tiny. Size queen. Louis says, she got last night. She herpes. She's giving herpes, not Hermes, right? How big is the bag, Julie asks. You are hungry. All of y'all's in the chat. Everybody wants that size. Oh, honey, spring has sprung in the chats. In the chats. Tina says, no, it's a fake. Well, I guess then this one loses. Checkbook bag, says Gosh Get a Life. Good for mums running errands and paying bills. Well, that's kind of quiet luxury. I hate crocodile embossing. I've always hated it. It's just me, says Julie. And Zane says, chats are thirsty. Deep Blaring, I love YSL Ready to Wear, but when did they become an knockoff brand for their bags? They are from time to time. Allegedly. Of course. Deeply Airing hates Mock Croc too. I like Mock Croc if it's done right. We want real gators, says Miss Jelly. Oh, Steph is serving inches, honey. Steph is serving 12.2 times 5.5 times 1.2 inches. The size queens out there are rejoicing. My Moira Rose moment. Anyway, next. Okay, so the next one, here y'all, we'll go. Here we got ourselves a Tory Burch. Lee Radziwill bag. Tory Burch. What do we say about Tory Burch? I want to say, yeah, even though it's giving a little bit of Kelly vibe as well, I still want to say, yeah. I'll give it to this one. I'll say, yeah, sure. Quiet luxury. Yeah, why not? Andy says no. That's better. I love immediately, says Shelby. VLTN says, why I kind of like it. Natalie says no. Deeply says yes. Kev says, oh, she allergic to luxury. Frozen Luxury says, Tory Burch, the overpriced, no one wants it brand. Oh, the tiniest violin is sad and playing and we were crying. Louis says, I don't mind it. Medicine bag for doctors doing house calls. As she says, I like the vintage look, 70s vibes. Yes, it's quiet, but is it luxury? I mean, at the rate the price increases are going in the world, it probably is. Is the quality there? I don't know. Maybe. Just maybe. I'm not so sure. Emotion Engine says, it's so grand-mère, but I love granny bags. Nancy says, length, not width. Spelling. Gloria says, oh, Lee Radziwill. Nettie says, a weapon. Reminds me of the statue of the woman whacking a skinhead over his head with her handbag. Fabulous. I'm loving the look of that one, says Steph. I don't mind it either. Frozen Luxury says, this bag is around $900. Miss Jelly says, we wait for a discount for this bag. First time watching live, says Dongguin. Hey, I just realized I have not subscribed. Hey, sweetie. Well, I'm glad you have subscribed and welcome to the live stream. Phil says, looks like something for grandmas, but we have nothing against that. I love grandma bags. Just saying. Debbie says, this one goes 70% off. It's the best looking one so far, says Julie. I kind of agree. Nettie asks, what sort of a woman doesn't have a weapon for a handbag? Well, modern day Chanel bags are probably not weapons because, chances are if you flip them and you try to hit someone with them, they might fall apart. Or maybe not. I don't know. Allegedly. VLTN says, grandma bags always serve. We love our grandmas. I love them too, says Tina. Amy Chua says, I have Kelly aesthetic fatigue for leather goods. Yeah, me too. Louis says, I've always been intrigued by this brand, though. Well, there you go. You can purchase it now. Tori Boych. Now, listen. Fatigue for Hermes, Kellys, and Birkins, yes. But we would still never say no to one if we were offered one. Just saying. So, fatigue, yeah, it comes and goes. That fatigue that comes and goes, but style forever stays. If I wait, it might end up at Nordstrom Rack, says Steph. Nettie says, grandma bag with edge. It's a yes. Well, there you go. That concludes our list of bags that are deemed to be quite luxury as per whowhatwhere.co.uk. We'll go. We made our own decisions, our own choices. Let me know in the comment section down below if any of these bags are your quiet luxury favorites. And if not, which other bags are. Are you into quiet luxury at all, by the way? Maybe some people out there are still not into it or have never been into it and never will. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. And subscribe. Bye.